Michi, you're ready to join me in this yoga class. This is gonna be the first one of this first week of May. So we are starting on the mat, sitting down comfortably. And we are making our spine longer, closing our eyes, drawing your hands to your heart. And we're slowing down our breath in from the nose, hold it, and out from the nose. Get some awareness in your posture. Visualize your body, your jaw stuck above your shoulders, shoulders stuck above your hips. And the ear coming up from the back, turning around your head. And when you breathe out towards the lower part of your body from the nose. 3 more. One. Two. And 3. Visualize all the tension points, all the parts that are aching. And if you're worried about something, with your mind, gather your thoughts with your hands and visualize them under your mat. This is going to be your practice. You make the rule. You follow your body and you accommodate your needs. 1 deep breath. And we are setting our intentions for today's practice. 1 last breath. And slowly open up your eyes, hands in front of your mat. And we are going to go into down dog right away. Remember to lift up your heels 1 at a time. Swing your hips side to side. Bend the knees. Lower down the hips. Do anything that feels good for your body. And breathe. You can also rock back and forth. Make your spine longer. Push that mat away. Gaze between your knees. And bend your knees, hovering over the mat. Push forward in high plank, eyes to the mat. 1 deep breath. And hips back up, down dog. Breathe. Higher plank, 1 deep breath. Lower down those knees, not totally. Push back your hips, down dog. And again, higher plank, 1 deep breath. Down dog. And breathe. Now slide your hands and feet a little bit more distant. Higher plank, lower down those hips, look up. Your hips are not totally down to your mat, but you are rocking back and forth. and breathe, and breathe, and up, down dog. Realign everything. 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Walk your feet to your hands, bend the knees, hold opposite elbow to opposite hand, drop down your head, close your eyes, rest your tongue on the palate, swing side to side, and enjoy the gravity pulling your back. And breathe. Release your hands to the mat and slowly, slowly stretch those knees and come into monkey pose. And then bend the knees again. If you need to, place your hands mid-shin when you flex your back and your legs. Get your feet a bit closer. Cup your hands, monkey pose, and release it. Flip together, bend the knees, monkey pose, and release it. Roll up, boom by boom by boom by boom. Your head is the last one coming up. And Tadasana mountain pose. Roll back your shoulders, tuck in your tummy, tilt forward your tailbone, palms open forward, focal point, and we go for 3. 1, 2, and 3. On your tippy toes. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Lower down chair pose for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pray your hands to your heart, fall forward, monkey pose, step back, down dog, stretch, do anything you need to do, and transition into up dog, contract the abs and glutes. We go for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Taking your toes, lift up, higher plank. 1, and down dog. Realign anything you need to, and breathe. Breathe into your spine. Feel it getting longer. Feet together. Kick up your right leg and pulse it up. Point that foot. Gaze to the left foot. Pulse it. And breathe. Hold it, flex the foot, and open wide those toes, and slowly return it down. One deep breath, lift up the left leg, pulse it, gaze to the right foot, breathe. Hold the left leg still, flex the left foot, toes wide open, and breathe, and release it down, down dog, transition to up dog. One more. Taking your toes, lift up, down dog. And breathe. Feet together, kick up the right leg, bend the knee, and try to reach your crown with your toes. Stretch it up and lower it down. Left leg is up. Bend the knee, pulse it, and try to reach the crown of your head. Stretch it up and lower it down. Down dog, transition higher plank, up dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Sit down into child's pose. Open your knees wide to the edges of your mat, heels together, forehead to the mat. And breathe. 1, and 2, one more. Lift up your hips a little bit, walk your elbows a little bit forward, almost into a dolphin pose, but then you're going to be resting on your elbows, pray your hands above your head. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly lower down those forearms, forehead again to your mat. Walk your left hand to the left side, and then your right arm and hand, right hand on top of your left, forehead to the mat. One more. Release your hands, walk them to the right hand at the bottom, left hand on top. 2 breaths. And then back to neutral. Puppy pose. Heart on the mat, chin on the mat. and enjoy. Slowly, slowly come back to child's and lift up into tabletop. Cat and cow. You choose when to breathe in and when to breathe out. One thing I really like is to breathe in into cat, lower down my hips, and breathe out in cow, going forward my hands so that I extend the stretch a bit more. Come to neutral. Now I'm going to go with my left leg, but you can do your right. Rotate your foot towards your hand so that the knee and the hand are aligned, and you're going to be extending the opposite leg like an elbow pose. Lift up the opposite arm and hand. Hand is active. Look up at the ceiling and breathe. Rest your hand on your hip. Lift up and pulse that stretch out leg. Foot is pointed. Hold it. Flex foot. Active toes. Hold it there. And then bring the heel to your glutes. Bind with your hand and stretch. Stretch the hip flexor. And breathe. Release everything, hold up. Arm and leg. And bring everything back into tabletop. And breathe. The other side. Rotate the foot towards the supporting hand. Stretch the opposite leg. And arm is up towards the ceiling and breathe. Bring your hand to your hip and pulse that leg. Point the foot and pulse it. Hold it. Stretch up the arm too. Flex the foot, flex the toes, and breathe. Bend the knee, get the heel towards your glute, bind like in candy cane to stretch nicely your hip flexors. And release everything. Down. Tucking your toes. Down dog. Enjoy the stretch. Enjoy. Walk your feet to your hands. Open your feet wide. Try to pull your head between your knees hold it, and slowly release it. Feet at hip width distance. Slide the palms of your hand underneath your foot soles, bend the knees, bend the elbows, and flex everything. Pull in and releasing. Release your head too. Let it dangle. And again. Nice. And release it. Fit together or even separate. Monkey pose. Release. And come up. Arms stretch above your head. Hands together. You can take a mudra. Back bend. And neutral. Stretch on one side. And then the other side. And a little back bend. Release your hands. Chair pose for 2. One. And 2. Pray your hands to your heart and we twist it. Left elbow to the right knee. Stay there or open your arms or even rest the left hand to your mat. And we breathe. Pray your hands to your heart. Regular chair. One more. Pray your hands to your heart. Twist it to the left. The right elbow is going to be to the left knee. And see how much you can stretch. And hold it to where it's comfortable. And breathe. Pray your hands. Chair. Pray your hands to your heart. Release them to the back. Get on your toes. Interlace your hands on your tailbone. Palms up, pulse up, 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 up. Focal point. Heels down, hands down. Chair pose. Shift the weight over to your right. Step back with your left. Find the right stance. Pulse it or hold it. Cactus arms. Open wide, look up. Arms up, fold forward, hands down to the mat. Walk the right foot towards your hand, lower down the left one, change a little bit the alignment so that the left foot and left shoulders are aligned, and open up to stretch the right side, look up. Right hand comes down, left foot steps forward together with the right. Chair pose, one breath. Shift the weight over to the left, step back with your right, find the right stance, pulse it or hold it, cactus arms, open your heart. Arms up, fold forward, hands down, left foot towards the left hand, right foot is aligned to the right shoulder, and stretch up the left arm. And left arm comes down, and left foot steps back, down dog, up dog. Contract the abs, shoulders away from your ears. Tuck in your toes, lift up. And enjoy this long spine. Gaze between your knees. See how far down you can reach with your head. Lift up your heels and down. Feet together. Kick up the right leg. Bend the knee to your heart. And left foot is at 90 degrees down. Stretch the right leg and open wide your whole body. One more. Left hand on the mat, right hip back, knee is way up and down dog. Breathe. Up dog for 3. One, 2, and 3. Now keep your feet with your toes untucked. So you are in this high plank and then towards your down dog, but your feet are still pointed so that you can nicely stretch and massage the top part of your feet. Push it and pulse it, and then regular position on your soles. Pay attention, knees down to the mat. Feet together. If we are actually swinging, lifting up those knees, we are stretching the ankles too, just like we did before. It's just a different position. Hands forward, and we gotta do the other side. Feet together, we are in down dog. Kick up the left leg, bend the knee to your chest, and move it to the right, and open up your work, your word, your heart, your body, and stretch and breathe. Right hand down, knees back, down dog, up dog. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Tabletop. Your hands are open a bit wider than your knees. Shift the weight over to your right side. lift up the left side. Hand is on your hip, and when you're ready, you bind with your foot, tiger pose. Eyes can be on the mat for extra balance, or back to your foot. One more. And release everything. Shift the weight over to the left. Slowly, slowly. When you're ready, bind the foot. Look back. And breathe. And slowly, slowly bring everything down, cross the ankles and come to a sitting position. We are going to go to a stretch of our back. So follow your legs, reach out to your ankles, to the side of your feet, to your toes, bend them towards you, and in the opposite direction. Get your fingers between each one of your toes to help them spreading them apart. Enjoy this fold. Feel the benefit in the lower back. And then again. Basically what you want to be doing is you want to push your toes towards yourself and pulling with your upper back and hands. And then you want to massage your little toes, the pinky, the big one, the little ring toe, the index toe, and the middle one. Then we do the other foot. Each and one of every body parts deserves some love. And then if you see what's more comfortable for you, if you can stretch enough to bind your hand behind your feet, lower down your head, and rest your head on your knees. Toes are wide and active. And breathe. Slowly, slowly release the bind. Lift up your head. Flex your back, look up. Like in a seated monkey pose. Grab hold to one foot, lift it up. And see how far up you can hold it. Remember, point your foot. Explore the sensation when you flex it, hold it, or pulse it. And return it gently down. Fall forward again. Hold the other foot and let up. Pulse it, point it, flex it, hold it, and return it down, bending it. Bend the other leg too, so you can hold your feet on the side and stretch. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine too. And then we come down, one last fold. And a reverse plank. So your hands are behind your hips and you're lifting up. Those hips, try to get to the soles of your feet down, flatten your mat, and return. Push down your mat as if you were lifting up your hips, but you're not. Your spine is flat. Bend the knees. Reverse tabletop. Your hands are behind your hips. And we're lifting up hips, dropping back our heads. One more. Slowly, slowly release your hips to the mat. And Navasana, boat pose. Take it in the fashion you want. You can bend the knees, you can go in a canoe, you can point the feet, you can flex them. Up to you. But breathe. Or you can also lower down one leg and then the other. And then cross your ankles, hands down, down dog. Transition into up dog. And then remember to keep your toes down, so don't tap them. And come up, and then you go into regular down dog. Left foot between your hips, right leg up, 3 left dog, bend that knee, flip the dog. Take a mudra, and hand comes down, leg is up, and then down, down dog, reposition your alignment, up dog. Tucking your toes, roll up, down dog, right leg between your hips, left leg up, bend the knee, flip the dog. Take a mudra. And left hand is down, kick up that leg, and down, facing dog. Now check your alignment. You want to go on your forearms for dolphin pose. Rest on the crown of your head. Your hands can be on the mat or together. Anything is good, just breathe. Come back up, down dog. Push away that mat a bit more. And walk your feet to your hands. Bend the knees if you need to. Monkey pose. And release it. Step back with your left leg. Turn so that you are on the longer side of your mat in a straddle position. Open your legs as wide as that's comfortable for you. And see if you can actually rest the crown of your head on that mat. If you have a bum like me, move it. Your hands are by your head. Swing back and forth. And then push up, reposition your hands. so that you are in a trapeze position. So you want to close a little bit your stance. If you open your feet a lot, walk your hands a lot beyond your head so that you have enough room to swing back and forth. This is actually quite nice. Hands walk back between your feet. Left hand is on top of your right. Your toes are facing inward. Stretch up the left arm. Look up. And breathe. And lower it down. The other one. Right arm, stretch up. Look up at the ceiling, active hand. And bring it down. Walk your hands to your right side. Squat down, lift up in an active position the left foot. When you can balance, pray your hands to your heart. Empty your head. See if you can open up your arms and change mudra. Hands down, hips up, change side. We go to the left, squat down, lift up the right foot. If you need to realign it like I'm doing, do it. Find a focal point, pray your hands to your heart, or any mudra you like. Hands down to the mat, lift up those hips, walk your hands to the right foot. Now check the alignment heel to heel and in a 90-degree angle. Bend that front right knee and your right hand is going to be inside the knee so that the shoulder is inside that knee. Stretch up and look up. If this is comfortable, hug your lower back and bind. Release the bind, hand down, left arm up, stretch the right knee, triangle pose. Left arm comes down, hands at the side of your feet, rest your head towards your knee. Push up, right hand stays where it is in the moment, left one goes outside the right foot, lift up all the right side of your upper body, arm and hand. Right hand comes down, left hand comes under the left shoulder, lift up that back heel, bend the right knee, down dog and up dog. Tucking your toes, lift up And we have to do the other one. So kick up that left leg, bring it between your legs towards the inside of the left hand so that your knee is right there, and then left hand is inside the left foot, and we'll pose, stretch up your right arm and hand, look up. Always breathe if this is comfortable. Right arm is hugging actually the back, your lower back, and your binding. Unbind, stretch up, stretch that left knee, triangle pose. Right hand comes down, left hand goes outside of the left foot, the right hand comes outside, and the left arm stretches up, look up. And bring it down, kiss that knee, lift up the right heel and bring it back. Down dog, and one last up dog. Lift up your heels, cross your ankles, hips back, walk back your hands, and we're sitting down and going into waterfall pose, and then we're going to go into plow pose. Get on your backs, your legs are lifted up. You can open actually your feet a little bit wider. Breathe. And then with your hands, push your hips up. Open up your hands to a T. Plow pose. You can also move the feet over to the left. And then slowly over to the right. Or keep them in your basic plow. Rest your tongue on the top of your palate. Bend the knees on your forehead. Lift up your feet. Hold your lower back with your hands. And let's lift up into shoulder stand. Close your eyes. Bend the knees. Bring them to your forehead, hands down. Lower down your hips. Waterfall pose again. Legs and feet come down. Lift up your heart and rest in fish pose. Point your toes. Your head is turned on your crown as much as possible. And as you're slowly, slowly coming down to a flat back. Get your legs into butterfly, soles to soles. Right hand is on your heart, left hand is on your navel. Close your eyes, and we are slowing down our breath. Enjoy the lower back that is opening. Enjoy those hip flexors pulling. Release your legs. Release your arms and hands. Palms up. Listen to your heartbeat. Isolate just one part of your body and concentrate on that one. One deep breath. Breathe in. Hold it in your stomach. And as you're breathing out, follow the air outside of your body. Look at your body from the top of your ceiling. There are no tensions, no worries. You are light and floating. And as we're breathing in, you are getting back into your body. And today you're in tune with me. We're walking in the shade of the arcades in Depot. Looking at the windows, looking at the people, looking at the life going on as usual. No face masks, no virus, no deadlines. Like on vacation. We're peeking through a pastry shop. All the cream puffs, chocolate pastries, pastries with the berries and the custards. But today we're going to go for a gelato because it's nicely warm. This is gonna be a 100% artisan gelato with the artisan cone. We're getting a staple chocolate flavor with a nicely hint of hazelnut, velvety, deep, and intense. And we're getting some mascarpone gelato with wild berries too to match it. Everything is so fresh, so heartwarming, creamy and light. We're taking one last leak. It's gonna be a big one so that the palate is fully covered in gelato. And as we're pressing our tongue up, the gelato melts and all the flavors are coming up to our nose. And then we bite into the crunchiness of the cone. On the side there are little holes with extra gelato that we are licking in. And slowly we're biting into our last one. And we feel so happy and satisfied. We greet the gelato makers and walk again to Piazza Vittorio, the largest piazza in Europe. We look up at the hill. It's all green. And then at the sky, it's of a nice blue. That's the blue that brings us back with our breath inside our throat. We step down to our heart. Our lungs are like trees. Our solar plexus down to the ruby red, placed on the tip of our tailbone. We start moving the toes, our hands, closing them and opening them, shaking the knees, the feet, opening and closing the shoulder blades, tilting up and down the tailbone. We are bending our knees, feet flat on the mat, swing back one arm and roll over to that side in your fetal position. Your eyes are still closed. Your breath is getting normal. Please stay here for as long as you need to. We just have one more minute. Before the slide is over, slowly push up if you're finishing with me. Come into that sitting position that we took at the beginning. And we're thanking for today's practice. Thank you guys for being with me. I will see you next time.